What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dope Randy, back at it again with another F1 video. Finally. As this time, we're gonna go to COTA to do the Texas Grand Prix. Now, it's been a while, but the last race we did, it was in Singapore, and we had history made. We got the pole. It was a very exciting race for us. We got the pole, and we basically did everything right for the first 2.5 laps, and then we overshot the corner in Sector 3, went back to P11, or P12 actually, fought our way up. That's the fastest we've probably ever been. Was gonna get a points finish, and then we ran out of gas with a lap to go, and we basically literally coasted to the finish line P20. An absolute heartbreaker of a race. We're going to try to pick this up, continue the trend here in USA at Texas. But first we got a bunch of resource points, and I feel like it's obvious here to do.
Let's see, we have air coming in. We're going to wrench us right back to the chassis. And I think we only got enough for one, the big major weight redistribution. Lower the overall zero mass, which is just in time for the race too. Perfect. Excuse me. And we only have 1.15 mil. Do I want to go ahead and get this out of the way too? How many races do we have left? 5, right? Yeah. USA, we have Texas, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, UAE. So, I feel like, let's see. 49, 23, 33, 15, 42, 16, 45. And we get 5. I'm going to go ahead and change the gearbox. Yes, we're going to change the gearbox. We get 5, so that'll be fine. And I think we're going to do the rest of We're going to do these at the end after the next race. That's what we'll do. Alright, let's go. Oh, fudge. Well, that's one major upgrade that didn't do good. We got one, though. I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen. Well, looks like we got 2 up to 3. Let's see, what was the one that didn't? Yeah. But yeah, we hit 2 up to 3. Yeah. And I don't have enough points. Lovely. So, yeah, we did hit 2 up to 3 though, so that's fine. And look how close we are now in the vehicle performance comparison. We are really close now. This is the closest we've ever been, to be honest. Like, alrighty. Yeah,
Yeah. Alright. Let's go to COTA. As here we go from the Austin Grand Prix, the Texas Grand Prix, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. I do feel like we can give them something here, considering our recent form. And I will say the fact that we were kind of fast in practice. Like, we were really fast. Not really fast, but we were fast in practice. Made some changes to the core. But we're about to see what happens.
We've been pushed down to P22.
I would hope so, because I am the last person to take a lap. Alright. As we're gonna go down the long straightaway. We're gonna get that speed going, that top speed. Probably drain the whole entire battery in the process. But this car feels good. I mean, I don't know if we'll fat. I mean, of course it's gonna be green for a personal best, but it's like, you know, It feels fast. it's a lot more title, which is what it had to be. Because the understeer was insane in practice. Coming to the flag. Oh! Oh, they fixed it!
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. The governor lines
Look at Hamel on the pole by a half a second too. How about that? Hey, how about this?
Perez, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Leclerc, Albon, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, Teo Pourchaire, Russell, Sargent, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
Absolutely. We're certainly seeing a driver that feels a lot.
There he is on the pole. Back-to-back races on the pole.
Into what we can now see as a clear role within the team. It's so important for a driver to know where they stand, because sometimes when you don't know exactly where you stand, you can easily overdrive or even put too much pressure on yourself. So I think they'll be able to focus on the smaller details during the race today.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Here we go. I'm going to try to undercut that, though. Alright, here we go. Back-to-back races. I gotta maintain pace.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
10-4, bro. But yeah, like I said, like I was saying in the qualifying session, who knew that just a little bit of tightening up the core can make you go that much faster? How about that? Back-to-back poles, and this time it was pretty commanding too. Now obviously...
Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
And by the way, shout out Pierre Gasly in P2. How about shocking? This is truly shocking. So, I feel like the goal... I mean, I hate to be negative Nancy over here, but I feel like we're probably not going to win this race. It would be a miracle to win this race. Especially in my home state, in my home country of the United States of America. However, we have to be more realistic. Let's just try to get points. Again. Let's just try to get points. And, okay. Now we get a chance at redemption, kind of. Because if you remember from the last race in Singapore, we started on the pole, we led the first 2 or 3 laps, and then on lap 3, it just went down the tube when we binned it. by, well, we didn't bin it, but we just overshot it by a huge margin. Basically costing us the race. But here we go. We're gonna get settled in.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Hold.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Hold. Here we go. Alright, here we go. We got 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Oh, I did not get a good start there. Oh, at least Gasly didn't, and it's gonna... Oh, that's a break. Well, no, because he'll come... Well... Oh! As we almost make contact wheel to wheel. I ain't lifted. Oh, I probably should have lifted. Oh, well, hell. No. That's a penalty. Okay. Yep, just let him go. If I would have passed him, I would have had to given it back anyway, so just give it to him now. So that was an interesting... I mean, look. I felt myself not getting the best jump on that, and it showed. I kind of got lucky that Gasly also didn't have the best of starts. Yeah, I could see Sainz and Piastri just barreling down on us. And I'm like, oh, great. Yeah, I think Sainz had to check up just for a little bit, just not to kill us. But we're back to P2. And I mean, we are catching Gasly pretty... I mean, it is lap 1, just granted. We are catching Gasly here, or we're right with them. And this car feels a hell of a lot better. Because we did a sprint race, and this car was as loose as...
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
And the DRS is now enabled. So that's going to be the goal. For the next little bit, at least, is to try to maintain Gasly's DRS. Not maybe pass. I mean, we don't... So there's the DRS train. Oh yeah, we are right with Gat. We are hanging right there with them, as I say that.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
And that is exactly what just happened. Oh, there, it just happened again. That literally just happened twice in Sector 1 right there. The understeer, and here comes Sainz. But we're both going to come on Gasly. Gasly's going to go low. I'm going to go high. He's going to have to prefer the line as... And I'm going to go ahead of Sainz. And we did all of that just to stay 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that was a really good corner by us. And another good corner. We're going to get the DRS. However, I don't think we're going to get to him enough to make a pass at least.
Sainz is the fastest man on track right now. He's just posted the quickest lap of the race.
Buddy, I don't know what you're looking at, but unless Sainz is a Red Bull, and unless Sainz has changed his name to Verstappen, that's it, yeah. Track limit, I knew that would happen. That's the first one. 2 more and I get a 3-second time penalty. Which we also caught in Singapore. As we're going to get the DRS on Gasly. And I'm going to use a little bit of the battery. Sainz is not as... Like... I don't think we're gonna... Oh, we are gonna get to him. Nope, can't do it. I'm gonna go on the outside. That did allow Sainz and Piastri and Verstappen to close up on us, though. And the five of us has basically pulled away, which is perfect for how I wanted this race to go. No nonsense was basically what I wanted, because I know we're gonna fall off at some point. I just know it. Question is, are we going to build enough of a gap when the fall off happens? Because you got to remember, this car is technically still the worst rated car on the grid. But we're taking it and putting it. I am putting this car finally. Like, we've gotten enough of an upgrade to where I can put this car in places it can be desired. Yeah, this car is. We're doing alright. I mean, Gasly still has the speed. But I'm going to have that DRS. Again. And this is basically what I want. He can pull away for a little bit, but I'm going to close right back in on him. I'm going to close in on him right here. And it's basically going to be like a yo-yo. I just gotta hang with them at this part of the track and don't do stupid shit like that. That was bad. That's not good for the culture. As we're going to gain just a little bit on Gasly. Try to make up the gap that we lost. Sacrifice the battery. Actually, yeah, that is pristine. But he does get to get back a little bit. And I mean, Sainz, I feel like Sainz could pass us in any moment. He's right there. And we have also driven away from Piastri and Verstappen, which is interesting. Sainz is coming on us. But not enough to make a move. Oh, daddy. That's not what we needed. Not what we needed in terms of maintaining with PL. Also, I have to be mindful about the fact that I have to keep this car on the track. Yeah, the tires look already better. So we did a sprint race. It would not be shown due to time constraint. But yeah, because if I showed the sprint race, if I showed this on this, and I know someone would ask that, just like for the Red Bull Ring, just like for Miami. If I showed the sprint and then the race, it would be an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, and you would be exhausted by that point. So what is the point? So we're maintaining the deal, but the tires feel a lot better as there goes Sainz. Oh, he's gonna block it. I can't do anything about that. It was only a matter of time, and I was just about to say, Gasly with the overall raw speed and power even up the Alpine. Of course, the Ferrari is going to shit on. Look, we've made tremendous strides in the first. We've made tremendous strides in the first season, but still, like I said it earlier, this is still the worst rated car in the grid. The Ferrari and even the Alpine, and of course the Red Bull and the Mercedes, they're all gonna shit on me. Shit on this car. So it's not the worst thing. I mean, this race is still going very much according to the plan, or very much to my liking, I should say. It is still going very much to my liking. We're gonna maintain DRS for this lap. Yes, I tell you what, I may have to undercut this. Because yeah, I can feel the tiles falling off. And we are literally just right there. And heck, I said we kind of pulled away from the rest of the field. I kind of lied. Kind of. Because, I mean, I still see the top 10 is within, like, I'm not going to try to look back, but how are we doing on the DRS straight? I'd say the top 10 is definitely within 20 seconds. Got on the gas a little too early. Got on the gas a little too late. We're going to maintain DRS, but the problem is Verstappen is on my ass. The defending world champion he's not having a good season in terms of Max Verstappen. As Sainz is going to go for the lead on Gasly, and Verstappen's going to go underneath me, but we're going to fend off, maybe, yes. We're going to fend off the Red Bull driver, and Sainz is now the new leader of the Texas Grand Prix as he gets around Pierre Gasly. Action in the top 5 spots on lap number 8 of 28 of this Texas Grand Prix. Actually, Verstappen is eating.
Some information on Magnussen for you. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
As K-Mag is now out of the session in the Haas. Not going to be a safety car, it appeals. As Verstappen's going to shoot down. Oh, Matt's mate. That's sketchy. But with that, we will lose the DRS to Gasly and Sainz up there. That sucks. So yeah, we may have to undercut it. I am now definitely thinking about an undercut. As Verstappen's gonna, oh yeah, he's gone. Piastri.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Bitch, I'm not. I make it get. Oh! Piastri! Buddy! The fuck are you doing? Body slam me, why don't you?
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Minor damage on the front wing. Not what we needed. And I think I have to come into the pits. Not for the wing, but I think if I want to undercut...
Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Yeah, I might have to do it right now, to be frank with you. This is... The fall off is insane. Kind of. And I'm already back to 5th. If I'm not in... yeah, I'm coming down. And I think the wing damage is more serious than what I thought. Yeah, I got to... Yeah, it's bad. When they don't even change it like that, yeah, that's bad, bro. I got to. Hold tiles. There goes Lando. I'm coming down. I ain't dealing with this. I ain't dealing with this. No.
Okay, some information on Norris. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's
Norris?
a problem with their car.
Oh boy! Did I just time this? Yo, if we get a safety car here... If... He ain't slowing down! The fuck are you?
Off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
He isn't slowing down. Oh, I might have just fucked. If there isn't... Oh. If there would have been a safety call, that would have been the absolute perfect time. Especially with the wing damage. But it had to be done. The car drove like shit. And yeah, Piastri just body slammed me. Like I was standing the fuck still. That was bullshit. See these type... Now I have to push. For this to work, I'm gonna have to push like hell. And I can. I've got my teammate. They did have information. They had information on Norris though. And none of the front runners are coming down this lap. As a matter of fact, I don't think anyone is coming down that lap. This lap. Which, there you go. Purple Sector 3. Okay. For your boy. We are catching Teo and Sargent quickly. Which I expected. But I mean, this just makes me feel good. Yeah, this is what happens when you put on some feel goods. Come up through the pack like a hot knife. You can slice through this field like a hot knife through butter. And we're gonna get the DRS on Teo as well. Hey teammate. How you doing, buddy? As yeah, we're just gonna have to sneak around you. Oh, don't you fucking... You... Okay. And off we go.
Okay, gap ahead, 1.5 seconds.
And there is Logan Sargent, our rival now. If you've missed it, we are now rivals with Logan Sargent. We finally had to pick one. And this is who I went with. American versus American. Oh, watch out. Fastest lap.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
And I'm just going to drive all the way down. And that was kind of a dirty slide job, but it gets the job done. Up in the P18. Next is Hulkenborg.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm fully aware of the situation. Yeah, pushing on these tiles. And none of them are pitting, by the way. But I will say this would be when the window would open. The problem is going to be at the end of the race. We kind of did this at the Netherlands, at the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort, where we undercutted. It kind of really didn't hurt us that bad. It actually kind of helped. Watch out. Watch out. Hulkenborg, thank you. As they start the pit now, and this is where it's going to be interesting.
Okay, Teo's in the pits. Teo in the pits.
Remember, we did have to fix wing damage, so keep that in mind. And we're going to come out ahead of Hamilton. We lost a little time to Mats. But even with all of that...
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Yeah, but I think with all that, though... I think the plan worked. Kind of. But basically, you're going to have to fend off Lewis. And he is coming like a freaking bullet train on 5 o'clock rush hour. He just closed the
gap to the car in front, 3.1 seconds.
And that would be Japa. He's going to pit it any second. Lando? What happened to Lando? He literally just passed me as we started the pit stop, and he was way ahead of Lewis. Lando fell back. Like, he fell.
Gap to the next car is around 3 seconds.
It was. But he just pitted. Another fastest lap. Alright, so let's see. So we came in 5th. No, actually 6th, that's right, because Lando just passed us. And we're going to stay 5th. Now, the bad news is, it looks like we're going to lose. Yeah, I'll tell you, the big winner in all that was Piastri. Yeah, the big winner was Oscar because he got ahead of Gasly. It was, yeah, so it looks like it's Sainz, Verstappen, Oscar, Gasly, then me. For now, we're going to be ahead of Lewis. Checo has gotten around Lando. Oh, you know what? I just remember they mentioned something on the Lando call. Maybe he's off the pace a little bit. They said something about his car slowing down. Maybe that's what it is. Because, yeah, Leclerc has gotten around Lando now. And it looks like he's about to fall into the clutches of the two Aston Martins. So, something has happened to the young Englishman. But as for us, yeah, the gap basically relatively stayed the same with us right around 5-second gap to Sainz. It was Sainz and Gasly, but now it's Sainz and Verstappen. And yeah, Gasly fell off. And I tell you what, Hamilton must have had a tremendous pit stop. Because he's up here now. And he's right on my ass for P5. That's the second lap in a row we've gotten well, I say that, but DRS.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
DRS, ladies and gentlemen. You love it. You love DRS. You hate DRS at the same time. This time, we're not going to run out of fuel. Nope. If I get a 3-second time penalty, and I lost my fastest lap.
Hamilton has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far.
Good for him. Cause I ain't probably catching that. Unless the right set of circumstances happen. Which it could. Oh, I thought that was going to be the 3-second penalty. Well, so now we have to basically play the race. I have to basically play the game with Hamilton. And I have to preserve this battery somehow. As Leclerc has gotten around Checo for P7. I would not mind if those two battled. Build a gap on each. And let the two of us build a gap. Because, I mean, they're not going to pay out points for where we are on P17 of the race. But yeah, like I think I'm gonna have to just play I'm gonna have to play the game here. If I can just maintain this, well, Charles with the fastest lap now. As we have broken into the 135. I think Lewis broke into the 135s. But now we have definitely broken into the 135 time bracket. As Lewis puts some start back up onto the track. But yeah, I just have to play the game of just, like I was doing with Pierre, or trying to do with Pierre, early on in the race, the yo-yo effect of just Hamilton can get out and then I'm going to just close back in on this straight with the DRS. Dude, Leclerc is coming, by the way. Oh, don't. Well, they're getting faster. Oscar with the fastest lap of the race now. As it looks like he's about to pass. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop looking at the map when I'm making a corner. Yeah, Leclerc was gonna catch us. Us both, by the way. Hamilton and me. And he's bringing Checo with him. Kind of. As we do close back up to Lewis. Now, it's not going to be for another 4 or 5 laps, but the fact that us pitting back on lap number 10, this is where it's going to start to feel at a disadvantage. It's in a couple of laps. Because we did go about 4 laps extra compared to the others around us. Hamilton pitted a lap ahead. Yeah, no, it was Verstappen and Hamilton pitted a lap. They pitted on lap number 13. And the rest of the top runners pitted on lap 14. I mean, I pitted on lap number 10. So that's where the follow-up is going to start to happen. It's in a handful of laps. But by then it'll only be about 4 or 5 laps, 3 to 5 laps to go anyway. So I hope I can just hold it for dear life at that point, because it looks like the last points paying spot at the moment, it looks like it's one of the Aston Martin. It's the second Aston Martin backfill. It's P9 and P10 are the Aston Martins. I don't know which one's which though. And Lando's in P11. I don't know what's happened to that McLaren, but yeah, the team was right. Something is off on the Lando machine. But if we can just stay ahead of Lando, we should be alright for that. And I tell you, we've kind of stood on here with Lewis for P6 and P5. I don't think I can get around him if I tried, but I'm latching on to his DRS. If anything, I think it's delaying the fact that Charles is going to get us. And Checo has backed off of Charles. Checo is now 3.5 seconds behind me. Ahead, yeah. Checo is now 3.7 behind me, with no DRS either. But someone does, and it is me. Yeah, it looks like the top 4 is really bunched up together. And then you have me and Lewis, and then the rest of them are kind of just spaced out. I take that corner too low every single time. And I run the risk of the DRS. Oh no, of the 3-second time penalty. If it wasn't for the DRS, I feel like Leclerc would have been on us by now. He would have been on me by now. I guarantee you that. And I bet Lewis would have just driven off into the sunset. And well, I might have just fumbled it. I'm going to have a good S here to fit. Oh, we do. Alright, crisis averted. But yeah, it's now down to a 2.5. The distance between me and Leclerc as we walk lap 22. As are they 3 wide up there for the lead? I cannot confirm that, but they are getting racy up there, and we're kind of cutting into it. Oh, okay, I take it back. It's for P2. It's for P2. Sainz has driven off into the sunset since he passed Gasly early in the race. As lap 22 is now down in the books, we got 6 laps to go. I tell you what, I don't know how. Like I mean, I don't have I haven't been paying attention to the numbers, but we are close. We have been I feel like we've been closing the gap on at least Gasly. Oh, actually, no, at least on 2nd and 3rd. We'll see. Okay, it's 4 3/4 of a second. Speaking of a battle involving 3/4, I'm telling you, Leclerc is going to join us in the next lap or two. He is flying. He has left Checo in the dust. So after a 3/4 of a lap, it's basically neutral. We gained a 10th.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I will. Yeah, basically, we gained a 10th on Gasly. Yeah, Leclerc has gotten my DRS. He's going to get my DRS now. As we have 5 laps to go, by the way. 5 laps to go. In the Texas Grand Prix. Wait, I didn't get DRS? I didn't get wait, what? What? What?
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
How did I not get DRS from what? How did I not get DRS from Lewis? But wait, what? That must have been literally a second in like 1,000 foot, because that. Oh man. Well. Oh, now I'm losing it. Alright, now I'm starting to okay, let's just calm down. Yeah, I'd say Charles had the fastest lap. He is fast. Okay, I just need to calm the fuck down. I gotta take these tiles home. Where we at? It's not bad. It's definitely the highest amongst the people around me, but it's fine. It ain't like it's gonna pop. But I tell you what, though, if I ain't careful, I'm gonna have Checo come right back on me. I feel like we're gonna get...
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.9 seconds.
Well, I say that, but now we have Alonso. Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin has passed Sergio. So move the Spaniard up into P8. Checo is back down into P9. As now we're going to have 3 laps to go. I can see literally everyone up from 2nd to P6. And I barely saw P2. That counts. But, nah. As we're walking the last little bit here. Oh! I am living on a tightrope when it comes to that. When it comes to exceeding track limits, I am walking on a tightrope. And by the way, Fernando is coming. He's kind of leaving Sergio in the dust. That's exactly what Charles Leclerc did, as he's going to go underneath Hamilton. They are side by side, and I think Leclerc cleared him. Oh no, they're still side by side. Hamilton's going to get him on the switchback. They're still side by side. Still side by side. Look at this amazing race for P5, and Hamilton, I think, is going to get ahead of him. I need to see that. That did just close the gap significantly. Oh, a half a second, but still. As we're coming to 2 laps to go now.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.0 seconds.
Oh yeah, Charles is going to go in the outside of Hamilton for that 5th spot. There's going to be side by side going into this S in Sector 1. Lewis is going to have the forward line. Here comes Leclerc right back. They're still going at each other. Oh, and I almost just spin it. That would have been bad. As by the way, boys, Fernando's heel, and he's brought Checo with him. So, oh boy, I've been paying too much attention to the battle. As they're still side by side. Fernando ain't gonna catch. He'll probably be on me next lap though. As they're still side by side. Still side by side. This is amazing racing up here. We might catch them at this rate. Maybe. I doubt it, though. As we're coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go in the Texas Grand Prix.
Let's go.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Hashtag cheap plug. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Shot out of a cannon. We're going to stay ahead of him. And I think it's these tiles. Starting to wear down. Oh.
Hey, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.4 seconds.
As I just skated it. Now we just need to get these tires to the end of the race. And I am scared for my life because they're gonna Checo, Alonso his heel, both the Aston Martins, and Checo. Here we go. I'm just gonna have to pray. Just defend what you can. Here comes Checo. Oh, well, shit.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Yeah, we lost 2 spots. Oh, and Checo with a... Oh. With the brakes. Well, I will be. Wait, feel. Oh, we're gonna be good on gas. Carlos Sainz wins the Grand Prix. We're gonna have to hold off Lance Stroll, which we do. Coming to the line, we're gonna finish P9, baby. Woo!
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Good job, guys. Woo! What a race. Good job. Good job, guys. That was a really good race. The only problem we kind of had that whole time was the getting in the Piastri. That was basically it.
Next time out. Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, heck yeah. P9. And how much did he win the race by? Yeah, it was... Yeah. I had nothing for Cole. The Ferraris are fast as fuck. Oh boy. Here we go. Pochia has received an invitation to a charity race event. Nah, let's...
Well. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Next race is the Mexico Grand Prix. We only have... Yeah, we only have 4... Yeah, we have Mexico, Brazil... Okay, we have 5 races left. Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and the UAE, Abu Dhabi. As we look into the standings, Ferrari has gapped Red Bull. Like, it is 129 points now. That's... I mean, it's not impossible, but it's going to have to take something very drastic to overcome that. And Verstappen he ate into Leclerc's gap a little bit. It's now at 30 points. Much more of a fight, as we have 5 races left. We got 2 more points. Or did we? Or am I crazy? Yes, we got 2 more points. So we're up to, what are we now? P17 on the table. And Dortmund is now P9. Hey, we're ahead of Williams and Sauber. You love to fucking see it. You love to see it. But I think that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, the next race is in Mexico City. I will see y'all then, and peace out, guys.